morning, everyone. My name is Elena Maranghi.
And my name is Dario Cavallaro.
We are both technical officers at the municipality of Genova, partner of the NBS EW project. Genova is a Tier 2 city within the NBS EW project, and our aim is to understand how to better develop a culture on nature-based solutions in our context. Today we are going to present the general characteristics of our city and the main challenges in terms of sustainable growth and NBS development.
Short mention of the general characteristic of the city. Genoa is one of the main ports of the Mediterranean area and it is located in the northwest of Italy. As of 2021, its population counted around 565,000 units in an area of approximately 243 square kilometers. Its density is therefore equal to 2.3 persons per square kilometer. One of the peculiarities of the city of Genoa lies in its morphology, highly influenced by natural elements. Genoa is characterized by a longitudinal development of approximately 30 km, parallel to the coastline. Its urbanized area is concentrated in a narrow band between the sea and the Ligurian Alps, and along the two main valleys created by the Polcevera and the Bisagno streams. In addition to the two main streams, Genoa is characterized by many smaller waterways that cross the urban fabric transversally, affecting the nature of the city's development. The hydrographic system is therefore a distinctive element of the territory. Indeed, on the one hand, it has historically generated a network of natural connection with the rest of the region. On the other hand, it has influenced the development of the city as a fragile area from a hydrogeological point of view. The fragility of the territory is itself a historical characteristic of the city, with increasingly disastrous effect as the urban development has grown inattentively. According to the statistic, from 1835 to today, over 80 flood events have occurred, causing as many deaths and thousands of people displaced. Using this term, the river elements could appear as an enemy. But we need to ask ourselves, which are the main causes of these events? Indeed, the intervention of man during centuries has deeply compromised and modified the existing natural balances. In a city like Genoa, whose rivers have a torrential character, flooding events have existed all over the centuries, becoming though very violent in the recent years due to a higher rate of urbanization and the effects of climate change on the intensity of rain phenomena. You can notice in the map, in which urbanized area is indicated in black, that the waterway system crosses the territory from north to south. In particular, it is evident how the streams that cross the urbanization have undergone human intervention. Those with artificial concrete embankments are indicated in green color, while those permanently covered are indicated in red. As a general overview, the slide shows the mouths of four of the main streams of Genoa. As you can see, it is difficult to identify the presence of a watercourse. Although also modified over time, Sturla stream is the one which preserves an almost natural mouth with its own beach. That's why in March, within NBS EW project, we promoted an hackathon event and we chose Sturla as a case study.
The Sturla is a short stream, 10 kilometers long, entirely included in the municipality of Genova. It originates from the hills of Bavary, crosses San Desiderio district, which is an ancient inland village, and flows into the Ligurian Sea near the Sturla district, close to a water purification plant. The stream shows the main critical issues shared by the Genoese torrent system as a whole, that is, the restriction of the riverbed, the artificialization of the banks, and the relevant frequency of flooding phenomena. Another reason why we choose the Sturla as a case study is because it still presents a discrete state of naturalness, especially in its area upward the urban fabric, where there is a connection between the RER, which is the Regional Ecological Network stopover areas, and the upper Sturla stream. Moreover, in the initial part of the urbanized area, the river basin is also characterized by the presence of a system of historic parks and large public and private gardens. Besides, as anticipated, the river mouth still preserves its natural features, and we can find a sandy beach at the estuary. However, the recent consolidation works that were carried out on the banks of the stream removed the plants grown in the riverbed, such as alders, locust trees, ailands, brambles, reeds, and so on, determining a loss of plant biodiversity. The stream, though, still hosts an interesting animal biodiversity. Wild boars and mallards, for instance, are present in the area. Recently, the presence of a fox in the riverbed was also documented. In terms of less common avifauna, the fixed presence of a grey heron and a great egret and some moraines were noticed. A pair of glossy ibis frequently stations near the mouth of the Sturla stream. The picture on the left highlights the torrential nature of the watercourse that they can present during heavy rainfalls. The need to intervene to mitigate the effects of these events and to preserve the safety of the population is therefore evident. On the right, though, we can see an example of how the municipality has recently quickly intervened by raising artificial embankments. If on the one hand this has solved the safety problem, on the other hand it is clear that this intervention had a strong impact from an environmental and landscape point of view. For today's event, we want to raise the attention on possible design alternatives aimed at resolving these problems through the use of nature-based solutions. For the hackathon event, we asked students to elaborate on nature-based solutions and suggest as intervention that would generate benefits, especially in terms of improvement of the ecological connections, strengthening the role of Sturla stream as a refugee area for migratory and sedentary avifauna and for minor fauna, expansion of recreational functions such as the one of the beach and also from an ecological perspective, reduction of the flooding phenomena in the event of extreme climatic events, reduction of the phenomenon of coastal erosion of the beach. You will see the results of their work in the presentation that will follow. From our side, today we would like to highlight more generally the main challenges that we face as a municipality in the development of NBS. First of all, emergency. Often, interventions are quickly planned to solve the emergency and to prevent urgent risks. NBS approach is not yet so widely used in this kind of situations. Secondly, scarce knowledge on the maintenance of NBS. Developing NBS is often perceived as cost-consuming, especially in terms of maintenance, and especially because maintenance techniques are not so clear or so well known, and often require collaboration among different social actors, for instance, citizens, local associations, but also experts and so on. NBS work with complementary competencies. Especially within the municipality, it is sometimes complicated to cooperate between different sectors, and this aspect influences the possibility of developing NBS. Then there is the lack of educative material in Italian language and clearly replicable little actions. Language in our context is still an obstacle, and it could be useful, for instance, if we could have concrete examples of small-scale actions in which different actors, such as single citizens, children, families, schools, associations, but also private companies, could directly and actively be involved for mainstreaming the implementation of NBS. Such approach could help raising awareness on NBS through learning by doing techniques. And lastly, the lack of knowledge on nature and local territory often affects the possibility to develop NBS solutions.
As an example, We are going to just mention very briefly a project developed by the municipality together with several partners, focused on the use of NBS to intervene in fragile area in hydrological terms. Between 2017 and 2021, the municipality was involved as a partner in the UNALAB Horizon 2020 project, which was specifically focused on the implementation and demonstration of co-created, innovative, replicable, and locally attuned nature-based solutions to enhance the climate and water resilience of cities. In Genoa, which was chosen as a demonstrator site, the project led to the development of the Gavoglio urban park, located in a very dense neighborhood, Lagaccio district, and replacing the urban void of old military barracks. The project, developed with the use of natural-based solutions, was focused on restoring some kind of naturalness in a highly urbanized area suffering of hydrological problems.
Here you can see some picture of the site. A very important part of the project was the involvement of the local community into the co-design process, as the park is intended to be a part of a larger regeneration process of the area.
Finally, we would like to leave a message from our side. We believe we should enforce the soft approach of our projects, working on interdisciplinarity, participation, collaboration among different social actors, territorial knowledge, and day-by-day actions. They can really make a difference to promote a stronger NBS approach.
Thank you for your attention, and we hope to have more chances to discuss on NBS and to work together in this field in the future.
Thank you, bye.